another video. Same day, literally same hour probably. This is gonna be a story time about when I got hit by a car when I was 6 and how it has played a significant role in my life and how me and my fiance's life is practically about to be thrown upside down because of my accident when I was 6. So here we go. 6, what grade are you in? Kindergarten. So yeah, when I was in kindergarten, I want to say it was closer to the end of the year. My mom was a cosmetologist, so she still is, but she does restore therapists for the most part. Anywho, getting off track. So, what happened? Oh, brain fart. Okay, so yeah, one day after school, my mom picked me up, and she would pick me up, and then she took me to, nope, lie, I'm just gonna call her my godmom for the sake of, I really don't know what to say besides she was my pre-K teacher. And I'm not gonna mention any names because I'm not sure if she would want her name in the video. I'm sure she wouldn't mind. But anywho, so my godmom picked me up from my extended day that day, and we went back to her mom's house because my mom was at work, and my dad, for the sake of my dad, we're gonna say he was at work too. Anywho, if you ask my mom, I'm pretty sure she'll give you a whole nother story about where he was. But anywho, she picked me up that day from extended day, and we went back to her mom's house. She had 2 nieces. She had 3 nieces, but 2 of them were like younger, like they were older than me, but we would I would play with them. So we were outside. We went outside and we went across the street to one of their friends' houses. I'm not sure. I had to use the restroom, and the house was really junky, you guys. Like, to this day, I'm not sure whose house we were in. I couldn't tell you, but the house was really junky. I don't know if it was nasty, but I know it was like laundry baskets everywhere, clothes everywhere. You know, I'm going to say for the sake of me not being able to use their bathroom, I'm going to say the house was probably nasty. So I was asking where the restroom was or whatever, and they were like, I don't even know what they said, but for some reason I couldn't use it. So I was finna go back across the street and go back to my godmother's house to use the restroom, because I was like, look, I gotta pee, I ain't got time for this. So you guys, all I remember is looking one way. I'm not sure if I looked the other way. For the sake of this video and the fact that I did get hit by the car, I'm probably going to say I did not look the other way. Or you know what? I don't even remember. Maybe I looked the other way and the car just said boom. I don't know. So I was going across the street because I had to pee. And you know, I wonder, did I pee myself when I got hit by impact? Or was it like I just forgot I had to pee? I'm not sure. Anywho, so next thing I know, as I'm crossing the street, next thing I know, I'm laying on the ground. It was like I'm coming back from a blackout, and I'm just laying on the ground, and I don't know how long I was out, but it had to be a minute, because when I woke up, all I saw was like circle of people around me, like, are you okay? Oh my gosh, Onisha, Onisha. Next thing I know, ambulance, well, no. So that freaked me out, because I'm like, why am I on the ground? Why are these people around me? And then I put 2 and 2 together. I reached down to feel my knee, or to just feel if I had my limbs at all, and I felt wetness, blood. I don't know if it was oil. I'm pretty sure it was blood. I'm 6, you guys, so I'm 23 now, so I don't know what I felt, but I know I felt something wet. Next thing I know, ambulance are there. I'm able to speak. I'm able to give them my name, my address. I'm in the back of the ambulance at this time. So I was very coherent. Next thing I know, my mom, bloodshot red eyes, the little side door, not the back door where they put you in at, but the little side door, I guess she wanted to see me before we drove off, like, no, I need to see my baby or whatever. And so, yeah, I'll never forget that face, like, just, and I mean, now that I'm older, I can only imagine. Like, I have no kids, but I can only, like, you guys, you don't know how bad I want them, so I can only imagine, like, you all should see how I treat my dogs, especially my small one. I walk around the house with him on my hip like he is a baby, so I can only imagine what she felt, because she was at work, and somebody had to drive her there, because, of course, she couldn't think straight. And so, yeah, I'll never forget that face. She was she didn't know what was going on with her baby. Like, all she saw was her baby in an accident. Well, her baby in an ambulance, and she was told that her baby was in an accident. So, I'm guessing she told me she got in the front of the ambulance. She just wanted to see me, and they told her that I was talking. I gave them my address, my birthday, and all that. And, of course, that made her feel better. Like, I wasn't unconscious or anything. So, I remember getting to the hospital, and I remember them cutting my squirt off. It was my favorite squirt, you guys. I remember them cutting it off with the scissors or whatever. I don't really remember what happened next after that. I just remember they cut off my favorite squirt. And so, you know, the squirts, you know, the skirt with the shorts, yeah. So, do they make those anymore? I'm sure they do. I don't know. But anywho, I don't really remember much after that. I know the ending, was that my leg was fractured. My right leg was fractured. Don't get me lying, it was the tibia or the fibula, the smaller bone. I'm pretty sure you guys can figure it out. Anywho, I remember waking up in the hospital the next morning, and it was like the physical therapist. They wanted to come in and see. Well, no, I think I had to lift my leg for them before I could go home. And I was like, look, this hurts. I will stay in this hospital. And my mom was like, well, if you stay, you're going to be here by yourself. Of course, she wasn't going to leave me there by myself, but like just trying to that's my parents' way. My dad was a Marine, so like tough love. It's like, look, you going to lift your leg or you going to be here by yourself. And guess what I did? I lift my damn leg because I believed her. I thought she was going to leave me there. But of course she wouldn't have. But yeah, so I did that. You guys, it hurt so bad. Like, I remember that pain, which gets me nervous for the surgery that's about to come up, which is what I'm about to get to. So anywho, we get home or whatever, wheelchair, crutches, blah blah blah. Anywho, so I had fractured my leg in the car accident. Thank God that's all that happened. The guy who hit me, I believe they said he was texting. It was texting or drunk driving, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't drunk driving. I believe it was texting. I know he called the hospital to check on me or whatever. And yeah, so that leads me to now. Well, not even now, but like a few years later, like 6th grade, I want to say. Well, it's not a few years later, but like 6th grade, I started having like major problems with my ankle, like major pain. And so they took me to a doctor in Alpharetta, Georgia. And basically he said the accident, me fracturing my leg at such a young age, caused the growth plate to be stunt. I stunted the growth plate. So that means that bone had stopped growing. So at that point in the 6th grade, what they were going to do is put like a metal cylinder about that thick in there to heighten it so they could catch up with the other one. But the problem was, you guys, I've always been overweight. The problem was I was overweight. I was over 250 in the 6th grade. Yes, I am. And that's another story. But anywho, it's just like such a blessing because literally, you guys, I don't mind telling you my weight now. I'm like 320 right now. And I don't mind because I came from 436 pounds. And I don't mind telling you that I'm 320. And so anywho, I was over 250 at that time, and they was like they didn't want to do surgery on me because they didn't want to take that risk of blood clots developing, and with me being that heavy at that age, I don't know. I guess I don't know. But anyway, they didn't want to do surgery on me basically because I was too heavy and I was supposed to lose weight. So 6th grade to 12th, if anybody know me from my hometown, I damn sure didn't get under no 250. I went up from there, and so I never had the surgery. So fast forward to now, 23. In January of this year, I had to resign from my job because of the pain on my ankle. It's always giving me problems, like walking around the mall. You would never see me in the mall. If you did, you only saw me in 1 or 2 stores, and I was coming to get what I needed and going home. Walking on my ankle, like, since then, walking on my ankle for long amounts of time, theme parks, none of that, I don't do none of that. It'll cause drastic pain, and even if like a theme park, I'll be good that day, I guess, because I'm excited about the adrenaline, but the next day, oh my gosh, I will feel it. But at work, I felt that shit. It was so bad, y'all. My fiance literally had to carry me to the restroom. It was so bad. Like, it would be so bad. Like, I would wrap my ankle icy hot. And we had to wear steel toe boots while I worked on the assembly line. We wore steel toe boots. So I would strap them bitches tight as hell. That shit would still be throbbing. And so I got to the point where I would start not putting my weight on this one and putting all my weight on this leg, and I noticed that started hurting. Come on, I'm a big girl, 320 on one leg, because I don't want to put any pressure on this one because it's aching so bad. Nah, bruh, nah. I had to resign. I had to get out of there. So first thing I did was I went to a surgeon. I didn't need to go to no doctor. I didn't need to go to no nobody to tell me that I need to see a surgeon. I already knew what the issue was. So as soon as I went in there, y'all, the radiologists, they were like, "Oh my gosh, what happened to your ankle?" They can't believe I'm walking on this ankle. That's how bad it is. And so, basically, I'm having surgery on March 20th, which is Tuesday. Today is Saturday. I'm having surgery on Tuesday, and I'm not really nervous. I'm ready to get it over with, honestly. Like I told you all last video, I'm the type of person that wants it right now. So recovery therapy is like, I'm trying to recover in 3 months. It's like, girl, how you gonna recover in 3 months when the doctor done told you you're gonna be in a cast for 3 months, then a walking boot for 3 months? And when you're in a walking boot for 3 months, you gotta get physical therapy to learn how to walk. Because basically what they're gonna do is the joint in your so this is your foot and this is your ankle. The joint, it should be like, maybe, okay, it should be straight, or at least, like, you know, slightly have a slight love. Child, why is mine is all like this, or is it like this? I don't know, but that bitch bent at an angle, like, it's horrific. And so the surgeon was like basically trying to talk me out of the surgery because it's going to be such a drastic surgery. Recovery time could be anywhere from 6 months to a year, and that means like no work, because you can't put any pressure on the foot at all, because what they're going to do is put screws and plates, and he told me something about what are those, a cadaver. You're going to have to use some cadaver bone, which is dead people. That freaks me out. But anywho, they're going to have to use all that stuff, screws and plates and bolts. And then, you know, it already takes 6 to 8 weeks when you break a bone for it to heal. So think about screws and plates. It's going to take longer for the bone to regenerate around the screws and plates. Then you have to learn how to walk and bend it all over again. So I'm just, between my natural hair and this surgery, child, I'm finna be on a journey of patiently waiting. It's not going to be no right here. I'm going to have to make sure I'm healed. I don't want to move too fast. I don't want to do anything that could cause me any harm. But yeah, so that's practically what me and Bae's been. Bae might come on here and tell you all what's been going on with him while we ain't been vlogging. He been in a funky mood, and he in a funky mood. I'm in a funky mood. But since I cut my hair off, honey, I've been a raise of positivity. Like, it's like I just cut the dead off. But yeah, you guys, that's where I've been. That's what's going on. Of course, I'm gonna vlog that whole experience. Now I'll probably be back on here on Tuesday. Honestly, I'm probably gonna post some Tuesday, the day of the surgery, honey, because I definitely want to document this journey. And yeah, but I'm nervous, but I'm not nervous. I'm also nervous about the pain because my mama and my dad like, girl, you must not realize they about to cut your bone. But, well, I guess it's not a but. I don't know. I don't want to think about it. I'm ready for her to call me. She's going to call me on Monday and let me know what time the surgery is. So when she called me on Monday, I can go register on Monday. So that when we get there Tuesday, so that when we get there on Tuesday, I can go straight to the back, put the IV in, and basically wait. Hopefully it's not as long of a wait as it was when I had surgery in 2013. But yeah, go to the back, put the IV in, anesthesiologist come on and hook me up, honey, and boom, wake up. Like, how many scars I got really is gonna be the question when I wake up, because he said it could be 3, y'all, and that's my ankle. And I never wanted the ankle tattoo. Like, I'm thinking how I'm gonna cover the scars up, but I'm gonna definitely try cream first. But if that don't work, I guess I'm gonna have to get an ankle tattoo, because I like wearing my legs out. And I don't want no 3 scars. Basically, it's gonna have to be. This is the ankle. I'm gonna have a scar in the front, scar on the side, scar on the side. But he said, I was asking about scarring, and he was like, he's gonna try to only give me 2. We'll go in from 2 different angles. So I'm hoping that's the case. I wish he could go side, but I don't want no scar in front of my foot. But anywho, we'll deal with that when we get there. But yeah, you guys, that's what's going on. That's the update. That's the story time. And yeah.